Hello? Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, we're on. We're broadcasting. Hello and welcome to this Waverley Youth League 1 match against the Giants. Plays just got underway with Waverley currently on 4 points to the Giants, yet to score. As we see the Giants bring the ball up to court now. Shots up, no good, in and out. Picked up by Golong. As we see Fredrickson bring the ball up to court. Kick back out, up top, in and out, no good. Bold Jock unable to finish on that three-point attempt. Giants drive with a hook shot for 2. And that was some good baskets there from Damien Simic. Jock, shots up, just missed. Giants get the conversion, the turnover. Layup doesn't complete as Waverley bring the ball up to court now. Fredrickson to Malloy to Jock just off the rim. And Giants get the boards as Simic brings the ball up to court. Simic almost gets tied up there, but contains, doesn't complete the layup though. Waverley get the boards, and we have a fast break, and that will be finished by Malloy for 2. So Giants need to finish on this attempt. Oh, good boards there from Thong. Fredrickson to Thong, long 2, and he gets it. Simic with the ball now. Overhead pass. Outside shot. Good boards there from Waverley. Giants being kind of forced to shoot outside from Waverley's defense at this point. Giants foul. So no basket. It'll be a side ball for Bold Jock.
Waverley looking quite dominant at this moment, Andrew, aren't they?
Yeah, 8-2. Giants kind of been forced to shoot on the outside or making some forced layups, especially from Simic. Oh, good jump there from Thong.
Not able to put the put back in. Here we go.
And Thong's definitely got some bounce, doesn't he?
Yeah, he certainly does. Certainly does. We're just having a few audio issues here at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologise for...
As Rory Killen completes for the Giants. Jock just doesn't manage to finish. Giants are away with the turnover. Vito Carbone, he'll be one to look out for in this game.
And contact not called there. Jock.
Interesting, Jock didn't get the unsportsmanlike on that play with that new ruling there, as he was coming forward with the ball.
Yes, there seems to be some real changes to the way that the refs are interpreting some of these new rules. They were a lot more literal on them a while ago, but they seem to have wound back some of the application of it. I was certainly noticing that last night in the Collingwood versus Melbourne Uni game. And
oh, good pass to Meat. But Meat's travelled, it's called.
yeah, you could see it there on the replay. Good pick up from our technical director, Hugh.
So Simic. Killen to Carbone. Back to Killen. Simic now, good handles. He'll force another drive. He's done that a few times on the last few plays. Oh, good conversion there from Waverley. From Molloy there. And yeah, this is what the Giants need to do. They need to move the ball through hands a bit more.
And they've got to work the defence around before they put the shot up.
Although that was a good shot there from Watson.
Yeah, and, you know, you'll get a few of those threes in, but, you know, unless you've got rebounders in there, if you're not absolutely accurate, you'll die from those three-point attempts. Which is interesting, because that's, if you watch the D2 women's team, they put up enormous amounts of shots. I think in the game they played against Collingwood, they put up something like 92 shots to Collingwood's 50 odd. The problem there is that you've got to have a good shooting percentage.
And you've got to have people willing to go down on and get boards.
Yeah, so the great work there from Jared Reid, you saw on that replay.
And yeah, that's what we're not seeing from the Giants as
Fredrickson loses that ball. That was poor ball handling. And it's cost them. That's a 4-point turnaround for them.
Yeah, good points there from Carbone. Yeah, so that's what we were seeing earlier in this game, is the Giants just sitting outside, but no one really running in for boards, and just letting Waverley have their way on defence.
And after Waverley went to sleep there, I mean, that's going to be the danger for them in this game, Andrew, is if they get a handy lead, knowing that they are on the favourites to win this game quite comfortably, if they go to sleep on defence, as they've just done. So we've gone on, what's that, 7 or 8 point run for Coburg. So Jock, that 3 points is huge for Waverley in the context of this game so far.
Yeah, and Nola and Boy Jock substituting for Molloy and Thong.
Fredrickson brings the ball down. He's not going. So there it is. Much better. He wasn't going to get his pocket picked twice, and now he's picked up the foul.
And subbing on for the Giants now, replacing Watson, we have Andrew Burgess coming onto court. Golong. He kicks out to Keble. Golong, I thought he would drive the whole way, but he's kicked out. Unfortunately, it's come off the back of the rim. So Giants need to keep up the point-scoring pressure on Waverley now. Bad choice.
Yep. As Nola comes down the floor.
Good pass to Golong. He'll draw the foul.
Golong, of course, being the third of the Golong family that suited up for Waverley in the BigV squads.
Yeah, and I believe his brother's playing overseas. Is that correct?
Emmanuel, yes.
Yeah.
He's overseas. Patrick is taking a year off at the moment. And, of course, his younger brother, Judo, is in the under-14 squad at the moment.
He converts the first one quite easily. So both teams playing a man-on-man defense at the moment. Waverley almost in a press, you could say.
Well, they are on the press.
Well, yeah. I should be more confident in what I'm saying.
Yeah, you should be. You were right.
He kicks out.
Great D there from Waverley, just putting the pressure down the floor.
Yeah, good boards there from Kennedy.
And the foul. Well, it's a raffle. It's a raffle as to who picked that one up. But I think it's going to go, I think it went on to 36.
Yeah. So Golong will get another chance at the free throw line. Misses the first.
Oops. Yep.
Converts a second. So subbing on for the Giants at number 17, Andrew Burgess is coming back onto court. He's replacing Jared Reed. And Waverley.
And again, that first pass trap.
Yeah, they're doing very well on their full court press, putting a lot of pressure on the Giants.
Yeah, interesting they've dropped back into a 2-3 zone as well.
Well, I think...
and there's a foul. Yeah.
Yeah, I think defensively they're quite comfortable, so that might be why they've chose to sit back in the zone.
Well, it's going to encourage the outside shot, certainly.
And the Giants aren't really running in for rebounds at the moment, so not a bad choice there from the Waverley team. Baseline shot. Oh, good jump there from Kennedy. I love to see players with a great vertical leap, as we saw with Thong earlier in this game too. Nola, Jock, Golong, outside shot just off the rim. Keble didn't quite get that shot. Oh, good intercept from Nola. So Giants will get a baseline play.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
Make that 5 seconds now. 3, 2. Ooh, just gets held up in traffic. Good defense there from Waverley.
Yeah, Kennedy all over that shot. Golong, slowing it down. They've got one shot attempt. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're going to get a second shot attempt. And it's gone in!
Beautiful
Wow.
3-point.
How about that?
Right off the backboard. And the Giants call a timeout. So 23 play 11, and we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, and we're back after that quick timeout. And just remember, we have 2 games coming up today. So after this game against the Giants, we have the state championship men, Waverley versus the Keilor Thunder. So a lot of the players you see on screen now will be making 2 games. Malloy Fredrickson and third one just Nola, sorry. So they'll be backing up for the state championship men after this game. 3-point attempt from the Giants, just off the back of the rim.
And a travel called.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Kennedy.
Well, gee, I'll tell you what.
But he has had
very quick on the whistle there, but
hell of a game.
It was there. Yeah, he's playing very well, isn't he?
And he's made quite a considerable growth in height recently too, I should add.
Have we got? Is that the?
Yeah, we've got some stats here. As Jock picks up draws the foul from the Giants.
Yeah, well, he hasn't played too many minutes at the moment, but in the first couple of minutes that he's been on, he's actually done a couple of nice things. So the Jock brothers also forming the core of this squad. Bold Jock is on 5 points, has picked up 6 rebounds at this stage, and with only 1 turnover. His brother, Boy Jock, has just nailed those shots.
Yeah, got 2 converted after getting a foul off Killen. Outside shot from the Giants again, doesn't go. Good boards and again from Kennedy.
Yeah, looks no penetration into that zone whatsoever, and they chuck it up, and there's nobody from Coburg looking to get to the boards there at all. And the foul. Oh, it's gone an offensive.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was much contact in that from Golong.
No.
So Carbone bringing the ball up to court for the Giants.
And to just add a little bit more weight to it, and there's another foul called.
And a tech's been called as well.
So the foul's on Fraser Kennedy. The tech is on 24. Now, interestingly, should have also been another tech for him walking off and not waiting for his sub.
Yeah, she's let him get away with that, though.
So Joseph Cooper has left the floor and been replaced by Jonathan Papagorgio.
So Nola will shoot for the tech foul.
So that erases the advantage that Coburg would have had.
Yeah, and that's just undisciplined there from Joseph. Coburg really needed that advantage, especially to stay within this game. Waverley being about 14 points ahead at this stage.
Yep.
Another great board there from Kennedy. He's almost playing as the third Jock brother, I would say, on the court. Oh, good shot there from Kennedy.
Nice work from him. It's great to see kids that have been playing here at Waverley from under 12 onwards getting their chance at this level. And Fraser is one of those.
Oh, good fake from Nola. Took his time. Unfortunately missed the shot. Kennedy unable to get the boards there. He's just beaten there by Killen.
Waverley back into a man.
Outside shot. It's good.
Yeah, Nola misread that. He thought his player was going to cut ball side, so he anticipated it, went to cut it off, and that's not where his player went.
No. So that's gone off the Giants' hands. So Waverley will set a baseline play. The Giants now going into a 2-3 zone. Now back to man on man. No, back to zone now. Good movement from Waverley. Boy Jock kicks out to Nola. Nola didn't have his feet set, but had to shoot because of the shot clock. Giants unable to really penetrate through Waverley's defense. They need to try and set up some more picks and rolls or some more cuts.
Nice little fade away there from Damien Watson. Coburg is not going away in this game, are they?
No, they've managed to creep back, well, kind of keep within 10 to 12 points of Waverley.
And they found the push.
Yeah, just a push in the back there from Boy Jock on Watson.
Yeah, you can see it. The arm coming out, bottom arm coming out there.
Now Waverley's going to make some substitutions very soon.
And of course, if you're interested in a little bit of basketball, not only have we got this double here from the Waverley Falcons home base at the Falcons Nest here in Victoria on Live Sport Australia, but John Guana and the team are broadcasting as we speak from Queensland, bringing you a double header from the QBL. So if you like your basketball, it's worthwhile checking out some of the QBL action as well on Live Sport Australia. Meanwhile, back down here, Fredrickson drives, kicks, gets it out.
In and out for Nola.
Yeah, Falcons have really had a dry patch, but they are really holding the possession. And
just on the QBL, they've produced some great basketball players recently. A lot of them now playing for NBA.
Yep.
The likes of Patrick Mills, Outback Shaq, as he's called. And his name's just gone out of my mind there for a second. And, of course, Baines as well.
Yep, Aaron Baines, yep. Well, Paddy Mills is more seen as a Northern Territory player.
I believe he's from the Torres Strait, actually.
Yep, he is. He is, but he spent a lot of time with his family in Adelaide and, of course, in Canberra as well. So he has allegiances all around the place, but certainly Nate Jawai, who doesn't like the term Outback Shack, by the way. He's definitely, I think he's a Barminger man, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he played in Cairns.
Yeah, he still is. Still is.
Yeah.
Now, talking about Cairns, not only do they have Nate Jawai, but Kwani, who's, of course, an ex-Waverley Falcons, played in this very team that we're watching today, well, an earlier version of it, before going on to Chaminade. And he's been joined by his ex-Falcons partner in crime in DKD.
Ooh.
So Dexter Kernish-Drew going to Cairns next season for the NBL. Of course, Dexter played the majority of his junior career with Melbourne Tigers, came to Waverley at the end of his junior career, and then played again in this youth league team here, and picking up a lot of iron. There's an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, that's a foul.
Players asking
Simic hitting
for
the
it.
floor hard there.
It was yes, he should have got the unsportsmanlike on that one. So DKD moving from Perth, where he's spent the last couple of years on the roster there, not getting a lot of minutes with Trevor Gleeson's system, but now he's moved to Perth with Mike Kelly. There's another 2 drops for the Falcons. Mike Kelly, of course, the ex-assistant coach of Melbourne United, the current NBL champions. So it'll be interesting to see how he uses, as it looks like...
That should be a foul on Angus, I believe. Yeah, 34, so...
Yep. So Tim Angus picks up his foul. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how Mike Kelly actually uses both Kwani and Dexter. Further on, as we see that first basket go down, Jared Reid scoring.
And also a second Victorian team should be set to join the NBL next year, I believe.
Yes, they're talking about it. It looks like it'll be based in the southeast, so around this sort of area. Maybe there's some rumours that they will be playing out of the State Basketball Centre, which will be interesting because that will mean both the Boomers, Melbourne Boomers, WNBL team, and an NBL squad will be sharing that facility.
Well,
particularly with all of the investment that the Boomers have put into the facility, making it their home base.
It'll be interesting to see what they call this team, actually, because well, the Giants were a team for Victoria during the 90s.
Well, there's a couple of names that can be used, because there is a license, of course, that's available, and that is the last holder of that license was the South Dragons.
Yep. They were the last South Melbourne team to play in the NBL, I believe, the Dragons.
Yes, they were. They picked up the Titans license. Of course, that was Mark Cowan, who also has an association with Waverley. Both his kids played through here, and
I don't believe that they'll be able to use the Tigers name, though, because...
No, Tigers name's owned by United, so they can't do that. Now, getting back to other Waverley connections, just announced this week, Ding Ding is coming back to Australia after playing at Baylor and in the Texan Longhorns in the G League competition.
Good drive there from
Fredrickson. Take the ball to the rack. He's been fouled. He'll go to stretch this lead out to 18 points.
So Waverley sitting very comfortably in this first half, I was going to say.
Yeah. So in that passage of play, we've had an injury to one of the Coburg players.
That was Papa Giorgio.
No, the injury is on Jared Reid.
Oh, Jared Reid.
Jared Reid. He's limped off. It's obviously, it looks like knee. So we hope that he's okay.
Oh, good shot there from Jock. Bowl Jock.
Bowl Jock, yeah. And, okay, this is going to be called a foul. This will take
hands on. It was called, but didn't really see two hands on the player. But
yeah, interesting on that one.
As Pete Schmidt comes onto court, replacing Angus.
So Falcons on 5 team fouls in the bonus.
Coburg still have one to give, but only 38 seconds left in this half.
Both shots good. So yes, so Deng Deng coming back to Australia, and he has joined the Sydney Kings.
Oh, wow.
Along with another ex-Waverley Falcon in Andrew Bogut. Bogut, of course, having played only 1 year here at the Falcons in his under-16 career.
But obviously that's huge news and a huge boost for the NBL to have a player of Bogut's calibre playing in our National League.
Yeah, it will be absolutely huge. And the amount of media interest that's actually come out of this has been astounding. There was an article from the Sydney Kings organisation to say that they have fielded an unprecedented amount of emails and phone calls from player agents all around the world simply because of that thing. So it'll be interesting to see how Deng Deng goes when he moves into that competition. Here at Waverley, it is half-time, ladies and gentlemen, in this somewhat one-sided game at the moment. One hopes the Coburg coach has got a few ideas in his kit bag, and hopefully they can come back and bring something new to the equation. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Stadium. We're about to start the second half of the Waverley versus Coburg Victorian Youth Championship men's game. Of course, with the news that Waverley is sitting 40-24. Coburg got back a little bit at the end of that last quarter there, Andrew.
Yeah, they looked like they were going to catch up, but just towards the end of the last quarter, they just let it get away from them. Yeah,
so of course they've had an injury to Jared Reid, who had been playing very well, their centre. He's back on court though, so hopefully...
Interesting to note, just at
real damage, but he's fouled. Given away a foul.
The end of that last half, Waverley only made 1 out of 17 three-point attempts. Is that correct?
It was called on Damien Simic, not... Actually, I'm very happy with the way the game has been reffed so far. There's not too many questionable calls there. They're letting the guys play.
Simic, he passes off. Air ball from the Giants there. And Jock throws the ball off Killen's legs.
Go along, passes off.
Boy Jock, he draws the foul.
Yeah, now Simic needs to watch out here. He's getting a little bit frustrated with the score and the fact that he's now picked up 2 fouls very, very quickly. And
yeah, just having a little disagreement there with the referee.
He's got to be careful how he reacts to it as well, because, as I said, the refs will lose patience with him fairly quickly.
But as Coach Janes was saying, they need to get both hands up and plant their feet, not give away the easy fouls. Feet were set. Oh, unfortunately, it just went in and out.
Waverley still with the rebound. They are leading the rebound count 27-18. And the offensive rebounds 6-2. So when we consider there was 2 additional offensive rebounds in that last passage. So they've picked up a foul, their first foul for the quarter.
So Waverley now playing man on man. They're not doing the press anymore. Killen, he'll drive. He gets the 2.
Basket. Good basket from him over the outstretched arms of Jock.
Killen's been good for the Giants so far. He's always in on post and trying to get the boards for the Giants. Unfortunately, he hasn't had a lot of help from his teammates.
Yeah, so Thong not being able to convert on that last shot.
Killen now, he'll shoot again. Oh, just off, unlucky on that shot. And we see Thong bringing the ball up to court for Waverley. He'll drive, he goes the whole way, misses. Almost kept alive there by Kennedy, but it should be a Giants feed. Simic, he'll drive, throws up a wish, doesn't get the putback, but Killen does draw the foul. So Killen will go to the line for 2. And we see Peach Meat coming on for Boy Jock. Peach Meat's probably been a little bit more effective of keeping Killen out of this game.
He's very strong under the basket. He's not the tallest player.
Yeah, but he certainly uses his body mass to great effect on defense, which has kind of made him so valuable under the basket. Golong drives, floats it up, doesn't go in. It's back in the hands of Waverley now with Thong. Thong to Golong. Golong fakes, he gets the 2.
And great basket from him. Under a lot of pressure, he had to beat 3 players there.
Simic forces a shot. Yeah. Probably should have taken his time. He's getting too flustered.
Yeah, not using his teammates at all. Rebound, another offensive rebound of the Falcons. Kicks it out. They've got rebounders in there. And another one.
And this is what the Giants need to do on offense, is what Waverley's doing here.
And now the foul. This will be on Thong.
Oops. So I believe that will be Thong's second. No, sorry, it's his first.
Yep.
Oh, good pick up there from Golong. Fast break here from the Falcons. Kennedy draws the foul.
Yeah, and head contact on that too, I think, wasn't it? Which we'll see on the replay.
Yeah, we'll just have a look.
Watch. I think that's yeah.
Just got the back of his head.
Yeah. So Falcons not able to get this lead out into the 20s. Coburg stubbornly hanging on.
Kennedy's really working his way up to being the MVP of this game at the moment.
I think he probably need a few more minutes to get there, Andrew. Remember, he only came on at the end of that first quarter. They only played about a minute and a quarter. 2 minutes, something like that.
Oh, good boards.
But he is definitely
working his way there.
Earning his stripes, isn't he?
Good ball movement from Falcons. Oh, good choices from the Falcons so far. 10 seconds
Fraser
on the
drives,
clock.
Kicks.
Ooh, air ball there from Meat. Don't see that very often. Good choice there from Killen.
Nice. He's been good. I have liked his style
of play. Yeah, he's very disciplined. Probably the most disciplined player the Giants have on court at the moment. He hasn't given away too many fouls, and he's been quite resilient under the basket as well.
So Thong with 2.
Good drive there from Carbone. Waverley about to make
Might even be Carbone.
Carbone. If any of the Carbone family are listening, I'm sure they'll correct us.
Yes, well, my sister is travelling overseas at the moment, and she's managed to find the birth certificate of one of our forebears, who is a Podono.
Ooh. And travel there has been called against Thong. So Waverley pretty much substituting all their players except Meat. So Meat the only one to stay on. Nola, he should make quite the difference coming on. Oh, almost travel there from the Giants. There's Papa Giorgio Passes to Killen. Killen spins, pivots, shoots. Great play from Killen.
Yeah, they're still hanging in there, and they're closing the gap too. This is not what Coach Ilias Palianis would be wanting to see.
It's just come off the leg of the Giants player. So Waverley will get another chance. Giants really need to get a stop and keep this points pressure up on Waverley. Oh, bad pass.
I mean,
Meat wasn't ready for that one.
Yeah. So, again, the Waverley coach giving extended minutes to his bench at the moment. So it's great, great opportunity for the guys that don't tend to see a lot of time on court. Having said that, we're back to some of the more regular starters. And Malloy, Nola, Bol, Jock.
8 seconds left on the shot clock.
And Fredrickson as Peachmate gets the rebound. Another rebound for the Falcons.
Good kick out from Waverley. Shots up, just off the rim. Killen's on board though.
Yeah, look, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, but he really needs his teammates to up the ante. And
look at that!
Great spin. Great play there from Reed. Yeah, Killen really needs his teammates to up the ante and help him on offense.
Yeah. Idea. Excellent. Execution.
Not so excellent.
Yeah.
Just a little too high there for his teammate.
So we had a few of those in our game last night against Melbourne Uni, unfortunately.
Oh, good handles from the Giants. He drives. Waverley kind of getting a bit lazy on defense, letting Papa Giorgio drive through them. Meat on boards.
And he's been fouled. Again, that's one of the things he's very good at, isn't he? Just getting inside there, getting your hands on the ball.
Well, yeah, it's great fundamentals from Peachmeat is he'll get the boards and then go straight up for the shot. He doesn't wait. And that's where a lot of players tend to foul him.
Yep. So let's let me see.
Just misses the second. Good boards from Killen. Killen starting to lose a bit of steam.
So Peachmeat shooting at 50% from the free throw line.
Killen really should get a rest at this point, but I don't think the Giants can afford to sub him off at this point because he's scoring the majority of their points and collecting the majority of their rebounds at the moment. Yeah. Ooh, a little shove there from Killen on Fredrickson there. He's lucky the ref didn't see that.
Well, there's been a holding call. So who's going to line? It looks like it is Fredrickson. Yes.
Oh, maybe the ref did see that little shoulder barge.
Oh no, that was it was a hold he scored.
Oh right,
so a different one.
So Fredrickson converts the first quite easily, and that's the second. Nola gets a steal. This could be dangerous. Oh, turnover. Killen's on his own. It's 4-on-1. Oh, and he gets it.
Although that was quite smart with the score difference like from at the moment. That was smart from Pete Mitch to
not foul. Yeah.
He didn't need to, and that's just a ball handling error there from Malloy. We don't see too many of those from him.
So just 1 minute, just over a minute left in this quarter. Another foul's been called. This time it's on Fredrickson.
So Falcons with one foul to give before they send Coburg to the line.
Feet was set, shots up, just off the rim. Killen was on board though, and he draws the foul. And I believe the foul's going to be called on, just can't see his number, 31, Bold Jock.
So this could be a very slow end to this quarter, Andrew. Both teams in the bonus.
Ooh, Killen throws a brick just off the rim. Just starting to fatigue a bit, coming towards the end of this quarter. So Fredrickson will bring the ball up for Waverley. Waverley now doing a play. Fredrickson gets caught in traffic. Overhead pass to Nola. Peachmeat with it now. Peachmeat drives. Ooh. As he sends Killen to the floor.
Boljock with the putback. Another offensive board to the Falcons. And really, that's almost the story, isn't it? Is that they have just dominated the boards.
Yeah, they're sitting quite comfortably now, but although Coburg's back within 12.
Yeah.
Fredrickson to Nola. Nola floats one up. Killen gets boards easily. Might see a fast break here. It's 3-on-1. Kick out to Killen. Oh, good fake there from the Giants. Just off the back of the rim, and that will bring up the end of the third. So Waverley on 52 points with the Coburg Giants on 40, and we'll be back with you after a quick break. Okay, we're back into the last quarter, and a foul has already been called. So it's been called on 22. Andrew Nola.
So that's yeah. I was going to say.
No, sorry.
Here's our
it was
score.
called on Joseph Cooper of the Giants.
Yes. So, even though the scoreboard is showing it wrong, they're showing it as two fouls. It's actually only one if you're watching, ladies and gentlemen.
So another turnover from the Giants. It's interesting to see the coach hasn't rested Killen for the first bit of this quarter, because they'll definitely need him later. Well, lucky he didn't get the foul there on Jock, but Jock finishes for 2.
Boy, Jock.
Killen. It's with Ryan now. To Watson. Watson shoots. Another outside shot from the Giants, and this is what's kind of kept them out of the game, is these forced drives and too much low percentage shooting, or as great shots made there from Malloy. And that's got to hurt the Giants' confidence. And a charging foul's been called against Luke and Ryan. So yet another turnover. Three-point play from the Waverley Falcons. So last quarter, good intercept there from from Chol, Gatwick Chol.
Here's Jock.
Chol finishes for 2. Good shot.
Better. And it's a timeout, this time to the Coburg squad.
Yeah, and you have to slow that momentum down. That was getting ridiculous.
So this is Waverley out to a 22-point lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds or so.
Okay, and we're back. Good drive here from the Giants, and he gets the putback. Killen again.
Yeah, look, for a guard, he plays big, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, is Killen a guard? I thought he was playing centre. Or he seems to be playing that back position a lot.
He's been listed by the... He's been listed by Coburg as a guard, but yes, you're absolutely right. He tends to be playing inside.
That's just off the foot of, I think that was Gatwick Chol's foot, or it could have been Fredrickson. And interesting to note is Scammell isn't playing today.
No. I think he's listed to come in.
Well, yeah, he's not on the list for next game either. So
no, so he's potentially
injured or being rested, maybe.
Probably a family thing, considering it's Mother's Day today. So shout out to all the mothers that are listening on.
Foul's been called. This time on 36. Rory Killen. So that's Killen's 4th. So he's in real foul trouble. If the Falcons can foul him off, then the Giants will be in a lot more trouble than they currently already are. So Waverley's extended this lead out to about 22 points.
Yeah.
Shots up. No good. Good boards there from the Giants. Carboni. He'll kick out to Burgess. Bit of a fumble there. Burgess almost lost it. Back to Carboni. Carboni under the rim. Just doesn't quite sink, but he'll go to the line for 2.
So the foul there on Gatwich Joel.
And that's his 2nd. And stay tuned, because coming up next we have the state championship men, Waverley Falcons versus the Keilor Thunder. So that should be a very exciting game coming up right after this. Carboni.
I will be listening to the call. Unfortunately, I have to shoot another engagement, but
it's 2. So I'm not sure what the call was made there, but it will be a Giants feed. So someone's fouled somewhere along the line. Carboni. He's got some good handles, doesn't he? There's Giants back to Carboni now. 8 seconds left on the clock. Outside shot, he gets it for 2.
So Andrew Burgess does something about this differential with 5 and just over half a minute to go. And now there's a foul.
And it's been called a non-shooting foul.
And that's on Burgess. So it'll be baseline ball.
Which is interesting because...
no, it was definitely before the
shot.
Before the shot, so...
Fong. To Gatwich Chol. Yeah, bad choice there from Chol. He was already behind the backboard, so... Bit of undisciplined play there from him. It's frustrating to see good players make errors like that, especially shooting low percentage shots. Shane Kennedy's coming on for the Giants now. Chol makes his first. Gets a second easy. So 20-point margin now. And I think we're pretty safe to call it at this point. What do you think, Andrew?
Yes, I called it in the first quarter, I think. No, look, what will be interesting to see is if Coburg can in fact reel this lead back a bit, which is what they really need to do. Bit of pulling and hooking going on down in the post there.
Killen finally getting some rest on the bench. I suspect the coach will probably put him back on in a couple of minutes.
Shot had to go up there from Coburg.
And it's interesting to see that there hasn't been much opportunities for the Giants since Killen's come off.
No.
And another foul's been given away. This time by Luke and Ryan. So Coburg in the bonus again.
Yes, and Shane Kennedy on the floor, as you said, for his first minutes. That was him putting the shot up as the shot clock wound down. So Coburg now in the bonus. So
Golong missing both three throws. It's not often you see that.
Kennedy drives.
Oh, almost blocked there by Jock. And it's called the way of the Giants.
Well, I think it was blocked.
It was blocked, yeah. Carboni out to Kennedy. Kennedy, yes. Kennedy shoots off the rim.
And again, he's receiving the ball very, very late in their 24, although
oh, great play there from Boy Jock.
Yeah,
flicks it out of his hands under the ring. Oh, and a great drive there from Gatwich Chol too. Changes his position to finish for two in mid-air, mind you. Carboni, another forced drive from the Giants, and yeah, look,
they're either putting it up too late or they're going too early on it.
Yeah, they're either forcing it or playing outside with no one on rebounds. Carboni.
See, what are we down to? We're down to 10 seconds already, and so he's taken the full 8 to get it across, or just under, and then dribbled for another 5 seconds.
And
6 seconds.
You can see the difference. It took 5 seconds for Waverley to convert points.
Yeah.
And almost double that for the Giants. Carboni draws the foul. And Waverley, they...
Excuse me for the cough. He's actually looks a lot better when he's attacking after he receives the pass rather than when he's trying to drive everything from the top of the key. He's quick enough that the players, if they switch onto him, he draws those fouls. So I'd be looking at doing that a little bit more. They've got other players that can handle the ball down the floor.
Yeah, they can't just rest it in the likes of Carboni. I mean, they've got Simic, who's actually quite good at bringing the ball up to court. He's just getting a bit frustrated in those last few quarters against the Falcons.
Yeah, but I mean they've got a number of the younger guys. Maybe that's the way they should be playing it, particularly when the lead gets like this. Is saying, okay, let's take the, it's not going to be something where they'll do any damage to the end result.
Well, yeah, and it's times like this is where you use it as a lesson to build upon what you can learn.
That's right. You give the younger guys a chance to actually test themselves out against the better players.
And you can see who can step up and who can make those plays and, ease the pressure off some of the more experienced players like Killen and Carboni.
Yeah.
Because
Angus kicks the ball out.
In the game of basketball, especially with injuries and whatnot, you don't always have access to your best players.
And there's another offensive rebound to the Falcons. So you look at that. That was from that offensive rebound that was through 3 pairs of hands before the shot went up. The time before there were 5 ball movements. You know.
And if we just watch the Giants, one ball movement. Although they did get the shot that time, but the Giants
but look at it.
Move it through hands
Reed,
less.
Who's also been very good.
Giants on average only moving the ball maybe at most twice or 3 times.
Tim Angus with the bucket that time. Both teams now in the bonus. It seems like it's been ages since we've had a foul.
Reed fumbles.
Game.
And look, this Falcons team also has experience playing at the higher levels, so you've got to take that into consideration as well.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing in a lower level league than what they normally do. And they're looking to get back into that top league. Well, picked his pocket there, Angus. Thong. Now it's with Golong. Golong shoots the 3. Beautiful. Beautiful rainbow there.
Well, it's definitely over the 20 points now.
Yeah, 79 plays 51 at this stage. And the boys are just going to run the clock down at this point.
And that's where we'll leave you, ladies and gentlemen, with Coburg coming to Waverley, not going away with the chocolates, unfortunately. Waverley getting the game 79-51. We'll be back in about 45 minutes with the next game, the state champion. And from Andrew Seabrook from Live Sport Australia, Andrew Bretherton, and the crew here, Jara, Michelle, and Hugh, will see you next game. See you then.